What's up? What's up? This Co, the CEO. New podcast channel on YouTube at Co, the CEO. We're gonna be knocking down some topics. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna make you laugh. You can find me on Instagram at RogerThat22, and you can look me up on Facebook at Corey D. Shire 1.
I'm Jay. You can call me right now because that's what I go by for sure. Well, follow me on Instagram _rn.j. We're gonna keep it like that.
Fuck all that. Only Facebook. Reborn King. You feel me? That's how we come.
All right. That's what's up. So today we just kind of like free flowing. Just gonna talk some shit, you know.
Mad shit, man.
So, first of all, I want to like explain to you kind of where I'm going with this, or what made me come up with the idea to start a podcast. I'm one of the people that I like debates. I like to get other people's views and opinions on stuff. So I was like, why not start a podcast? That way we can get people come on, we can get guests, we can get different topics. So that's where we at with it. You want to tell them a little bit about yourself? Even on that light skin stuff, y'all.
Yeah, light skin shit.
I know a lot of people for sure. I be out here in these streets.
Shumtading.
But no, these two, my niggas, ride or die. We be out here getting money. All y'all need to know. Money and honey.
Money and honey.
Reborn.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. All right, we're gonna talk about rejection. We're gonna start out with rejection. Because I'm sure we've all been rejected before.
Yeah.
And don't cap.
Yeah.
We've all done been rejected. And then also on the flip side of rejection, we want to talk about being the rejecter. I think I made up my own word. But being the person is like, no, I'm straight. I'm with somebody or whatever.
Nah, boo.
Nah, I'm good. Like, is rejection easy? Like, do you get offended when you get rejected?
From my perspective, I would mostly say I would take it as a type situation like, you feel me? Maybe you're not supposed to be around.
Or yeah, I take it as a.
That's a good way to look at it.
Because I know certain people probably look at rejection like, well, damn, is it something wrong with me? Like, is it me? But not most of the time, it's not you. Sometimes people either are with someone, just not their type. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you.
Sometimes it's just not about that.
It just ain't meant. And then sometimes the same people that reject you come back around.
And you get to reject them.
Right. Have fun with it. Torture their head.
Like, bitch, fuck you.
But no, a funny story, one of my homegirls, a guy was trying to hit on her and she was like, no, I'm straight. I like girls. The shit was hilarious though. So what's some like rejection lines that you would use on a person you're not interested in? Like, would you tell them, I got a girl?
You're like, I'm chilling.
I'm chilling.
That's my go-to. Be like, I'm chilling.
Me personally, I let them know. We ain't getting no relationship out of this, but a few other things might be possible.
Hey, man, same.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. You gotta catch me in a moment. I might reject you today, and you might be on tomorrow. Just gotta lay back in the cut and wait.
Wait on it.
Wait on it. Don't give up. First, Aaliyah said at first you don't succeed. But yeah. Rejection is easy. I don't look at it as a bad thing because I feel like this. When you like me and you got a team in your phone, one rejection it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Next.
Honestly, I feel like they missing out on more than what I'm missing out on. To be honest, I don't be too pressed about it.
Yeah.
If you getting rejected, honestly, they doing you a favor at the end of the day. For
Matter of fact, she doing herself a favor.
She, he, whoever you fucking with doing that
That's
shit.
crazy toxic.
A little bit.
Because shit, you can find better.
Well, yeah, I mean, I be telling them sometimes, like, you don't want me. You don't want me. You don't want me.
I'm crazy, like.
I have days where I wake up and I might wake up and be like, who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Get your shit
And get
and get the fuck out.
Time to get the fuck out.
Because I'm one of the people, I don't like to be bothered all the time. Like, I feel like I was born to be single, if that makes sense. Because I can't just see myself being with a person every single day. That shit would be irritating. For real, like, what you doing? Why? Like, trying to get away from you. Or I find myself out just hanging so that I can avoid you the whole day, and then, you know, maybe I come back and we do that. But,
I'll be into it, then I'm.
yeah.
Ooh, we.
I think.
Gotta go.
I think I'm just a loner, a natural born loner. And I think it'd be better if I found somebody else a loner too.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their days where they don't want to be bothered, and then it'll be work out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
How about I get in a relationship and you stay where you live, and I stay where I live, and we just come together type shit. Maybe that'll work for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard
So
to find people like that.
yeah, but aside that, I do got a question because these boys, they do rap. Up and coming artists, they be spitting some real stuff. You know, there's a lot of people out here that say, "Oh, we rappers or we into rap." It's like not a day go by I meet somebody that's into rap or want to rap, but they do rap and they rap good. But what do you guys, or what do y'all think about new day artists or up and coming artists? Like as far as how rap have changed a little bit. What do you think about it? I'm more of an old school guy. I prefer more old school rap, like this. How do y'all? What y'all think about that? Like, is there something, or if you came out, is there something that you will be
Into. Honestly,
Hell no.
I'm more of an old flavor. I don't really listen to rap as much as I rap myself. Like I've listened to old school jams and R&B and whatnot. I've listened to a couple rap songs because it got some like a meaning to it. But as far as all that other shit, I don't really too much fuck around with it. Like Lil Yachty, all of them had their times and you know their songs and what they have to catch my interest. But you know, some of that stuff just be. Me myself, my rap, I don't know.
That's what my next question was. What category would you place yourself in as a rapper or an artist?
Most could say trap, but I really try to stray away from the trap and the hood because when you're hood famous, you're hood famous. You know, I'm trying to be industry. You feel me? Like industry on a radio type songs. You feel me? So I'd probably go hip hop, or I wouldn't even label it as trap.
But on my part, I'm different though because I get lyrical with mine. So like I kind of change up the atmosphere. Like he can go one direction with that trap, and I can probably say some shit just to change it up. And then that's how he be snapping. He be coming back on it because like I probably say some shit, and then he probably thinking some other shit. He be like, okay, yeah, I can go ahead and put that back on the track, or I can do this, I can move this around. It's just when we be doing our shit, we be flowing. We be flowing. We be in our room.
Half of the shit don't be lies for real. It just be on some. I'm getting this shit off my chest. It's like you writing a note to yourself, or you writing like a diary, but you just put in the song basically. So you might hear me talk about my mom's, which is a friend to my godmoms. You might hear me talk about my son, grandpa, uncle. You might hear me talk about a lot of stuff. Personally, it's just stuff I've been through that you might not ever heard, but you know, it's on the song. You know, something for you to be like, okay, we kind of understand him, even if you didn't hear it out of my own mouth.
Right. Some stuff can be a surprise. Wait on the album or something. And then you be like, dang, he really went through a lot. Like, it's funny how people can look at you and just think it's all there, and it really is. So they hear you, like, it could be musically, it could be rap, singing. It can come out in poetry, just a lot of stuff. Like, and then people like, dang, for real, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Because honestly, it'd be some people that's close to me, like even my sister, she was just like, you know, it's crazy how my maturity and my mindset will be thinking, but I had to let her know it wasn't easy for me to get to this mind frame or, you know, maturity within my own self or control within my own self. So there's a lot of stuff you got to go through in order to get there.
Yeah,
but you have to learn and actually take them lessons and not just go like, okay, you know.
It's crazy that people will be like, you ain't been through nothing. You too young to be going through something. The younger people seem like nowadays, to me personally, from experience, from talking to people, it seems like the younger generation will go through more now than the people that came before us went through when they came up. And we be like, they ain't facing nothing, they got it all. You know, even younger, people that's younger than us, they go through a lot. And the parents be like, they ain't going through nothing, but you never know. Like, you never know. You could give your kid the world, and it could be just one vital thing that's missing out of their life, like having their father around, or the grandma taking care of them so they don't see their mom or dad. It could be that one vital thing. Even though they have everything they need and want, it's still a void in their heart that they missing. So never say what a person can't feel at any age, because there's a lot you can feel at 8, 10, 16, 15, 17. It's a lot you can feel. You can feel it at a young age, because everybody had feelings. We was brought into this world with feelings.
And it's not even the female, male type of perspective thing. Everybody's human.
It's general. Yeah.
We all human. We all hurt in certain ways different than other people. You know?
All right.
That's how you can look at it, I guess. But that's life.
You gotta keep living. You gotta keep living. You gotta keep going on, moving on, living. It's gonna get better or worse, but it's gonna get something. You just gotta get to where it's gotta get for you to move
Sometimes
forward.
your life and stuff that you go through ain't for you type stuff. You feel me? I done been through some shit. Ain't no way in hell I'm supposed to be in that position type stuff, but I was able to really, you know, spread that knowledge onto other people with what I've already been through. So, I mean, in some ways it's helpful, but not, you know, not always about you sometimes what you gotta go through.
Yeah.
For real. You might not know who you gonna help out.
Do you think it's okay to be, well, it is okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express yourself. What I'm trying to say is, because a lot of times when people are vulnerable and expressing themselves, people take it as crazy or acting out. Do you think it's okay to label people who you don't know nothing about them, but they spaz out? Well, you know them, but you think you know them, but you really don't know what they feel, and then they spaz out. Is it okay? Do you think it's okay to label them? You know what I'm saying?
Label them as far as what?
Like judging them.
Like basically saying, oh, it was just the alcohol. Or, oh, they just clowning because they ain't got no money right now. Or, you know, just a lot of topics in general.
Some people,
a lot of labels in general.
Some people they've been, you know, shut in all their life to themselves. They don't know how to really express themselves.
Yeah.
Know? So when it come out, if you're really care for that person, you're gonna pay attention and actually know what's going on when it happened. But I mean, I wouldn't label them or judge them. Everybody gotta express themselves in some way. To be honest, me smoking.
And me drinking.
You see me high? Let me be high.
You don't know what I had to go through.
Exactly. You might like me better when I'm high.
Leave me alone.
Right, because when you catch me sober, I might tear some shit up.
I might say fuck you and everybody else behind you.
On that bad day.
Yeah.
So, what else? If, because both of you, okay, so if you had the opportunity to, and we are over, we just touching a whole bunch of stuff. This is our first podcast. We just really flowing. If you had an opportunity to go to college, would you have went? Or if you would have, if you, knowing what you know now and where you are now in life, would you have went to college?
Yeah.
Because that's something, the reason I'm asking that question, that's something I feel like I should have did, or I would have wanted to do, or I should have did. So I always ask people that question.
Man, it's never too late.
And I would have went away.
Right.
Okay, let me just make that clear.
Yeah.
It's never too late, man.
I feel like it's a lot of decisions where you'll look back and be like, no.
Even now,
Yeah.
it's decisions we made. And we
Even
be
for
like,
the right or the wrong
dang,
reasons.
why did I do that? That night.
Just the experience. You know,
Yeah.
just it'd be like I went to college and I experienced it.
I mean, even if you didn't finish
Mhm.
the experience, you know, there's a lot of different experiences is not bad. Like, even if you don't like it, experiencing it is not bad because now you know what you like and don't like because you experienced it. I often tell people who's scared to try new things, you know, and they got a saying, don't knock it till you try it. But when you're scared to try new things, it don't hurt. It's not like it can kill you.
Yeah.
Try it. You might like it, you know.
That's not saying somebody walk me some
Cool
hard
vibes.
drugs or some shit.
Except for crack. Don't do crack.
And that heroin
Crack is
shit.
wet.
Spitting on.
51, all that stuff, y'all. No, not that. I mean, to each his own, but no.
Exactly.
I'm talking about like food and traveling and maybe a relationship. You might be scared, like, you want no more relationship? No?
I mean, experience brings knowledge, so and knowledge is always key.
I love that. It
Honestly.
does.
Knowledge, you just you can never get enough of it. To be honest.
But you better know which experience you want.
Yeah.
You gotta pick and choose your battle.
Sometimes you gotta go through some fucked up ass experience
Yeah.
to ever be able to relate to other people in their situations. I mean, or feelings, say so. Not even situations because everybody go through something different, but the feelings will be the same. If you hurt, you hurt.
Hurt is hurt.
If
I
you
don't care what type of hurt it is.
hurt is hurt.
It's just hurt. And it's just plain and simple.
And that shit motherfucking hurt.
End of discussion. Hurt is hurt. And it hurt. Like hell. Anybody else want to ask some stuff?
When was the last time you got rejected?
Ooh.
You're gonna spice it up a little bit.
The last time I got rejected, that's a good question. Maybe a week ago. Maybe a week ago.
A week ago.
I got rejected and blocked.
Damn.
But see, me, I'm a moment.
How you take that though?
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
But I'm a moment. Like, meaning, I do come out the, what they say, come out a bag on you. But I'm a moment. And I'm about to explain why I keep saying I'm a moment. Like, I might just be feeling something in the moment. And I'm hit you up. Now, I done seen you for about 3 months now. Never was interested. Didn't want you. You was okay, you know, liking. I like the picture too. But I might have had a moment where I wanted to shoot my shot. And that moment, I got rejected. But I didn't take offense to it because I've been seeing you. I never did it. It was just a moment. So you turned me down. Okay, it was a moment.
Move on.
I'm good. I'm moving on. It's just what I feel in the moment. And then I might have a moment where I shoot my shot, and then before you could even respond, I'm like, nah. 10 minutes done passed. I'm like, nah. Why did I even do that? You know? Let me unsend this. Or let me just. And then they might reply like, what's up? Like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to send that.
Yeah.
And that's my way of saying I'm out that moment, or that's when I'm out the moment. I'm a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta catch me in the moment. Sometimes I be in a bad moment, so it's supposed to be good, but I'm a moment type of person. I go with the flow. And when people say they go with the flow, I know they go with the flow of other people. I go with the flow of me, like how I'm feeling. I might get in my car and say, "Oh, I want a double cheeseburger from McDonald's," and get almost there, and I might see Taco Bell. The moment over, because now I want Taco.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
And I'm 2 miles from my house versus driving 4 miles.
Yeah.
So I'm a moment. You just gotta catch me in the moment.
I feel you about that.
Or sometimes I'm in the moment. In the end, I might get out the moment. Like today, for instance, I was in the moment. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, what's up? Blah blah blah. Then after a while, after conversating with this individual, I got out the moment, and I'm like, yes, something wrong with it. It ain't all that. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's hang out. Let's do it. It's a lot of times I go out and don't even want to go out no more. But because I done already said and made the plans, I go with it. But call it bipolar, a moment, wishy-washy, probably all the same thing. I'll be Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
To break it down.
Just to be honest. And we moody. And you know we moody. So, we moody people.
I understand
But I don't get rejected often. I know a lot of people be like, but I don't get rejected. No, but I don't hit people up first either. I want the people come to me. You want something, come to me. You might actually get, I'm not saying I'm easy, but I'm willing and ready.
It's free.
It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Upload your resume.
Yeah, I understand that one for sure.
But yeah.
I just had something in my head.
What you have in your head? Head so big. I know you got a lot of stuff you thinking about. Come on, hit us with it.
A lot of shit.
Do y'all prefer toxic relationships? Because a lot of people like toxic relationships. Or do y'all like... Okay, what type of girls do you date? Do you like toxic? Do you like submissive? Do you like...
You know what?
Motherly?
Funny thing about that is, so to double back to rejection,
Because that's what we started with.
because
But we all over.
rejection is what made me put myself in predicaments where I can no longer be rejected, if you understand. So
Enlightened.
every female, not in life, but with female, but with every female, it would be like
I said enlighten me.
oh,
On the
but-
part where you said you can never be rejected.
but I let them come to me. At this point,
Well, yeah, that's true. You
once
can
I
never
be,
be rejected.
yeah, I let them come to me. So when it comes down to that,
But do you pursue? Or do you
sometimes I
reject
think about
any
it.
of them?
I reject some just for the fun of it. I go back though, usually. But I don't really pick and choose. I mean, it depends on the vibe for real. If I can't see myself around you for too long, I can't really be with you. Cause then after that, you'll be catching the bus home. Cause I don't want to be around you no more.
Okay. And I got your bus fare. Now, better yet, I'm going to call you a lift. So you can be gone quicker.
I'm toxic for real.
Yeah.
I can believe that. Because you're
I'm
light skinned.
When I want to be alone, I want to be alone. Shit, if I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered.
I don't try to be toxic.
And then if I want to be in your face, shit, I'm be in your face.
I don't want to be toxic either. I'm sweet. But
Sometimes I have moved for toxic.
yeah, toxic not bad. All the time. It's like a build up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
It's only bad one is every day. Okay. Bitch, you gotta go.
Bitch, you got to
it's too
go.
much. It's too much.
You don't need it too fucking much. But nah. Every now and then, I accept that.
We free.
We free.
We free. But yeah. And I keep saying, but yeah.
But my type of female, like, I like females that let go. I know how to let go.
What you mean?
Like, you know exactly what I mean. Look, I don't look. They got cups. Take it from the boat.
And he's the one that's gonna tap out first.
A lightweight.
What you mean by be free? They don't care if you
I ain't mean like that.
talking to other people.
I don't
Is
mean
that
like
what
that.
you mean by free?
I mean like who can let shit go. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like, let's say we going at it, right? We take a run, a 1 year run. We tried it out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You got your view, I got my view, and then it's like it's still confusion, right? And you can't settle with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like they still trying to hold on, like somebody who can just let go. That's the type of female like I can't fuck with because I can't fuck with a female who keep trying to linger on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a part of something when they ain't there.
Basically,
Because my feelings is gone. So ain't no point in me still trying to be attached to you. Cause basically I'm wasting your time if you still trying to do all this stuff to me, and I'm already, you know what I'm saying, moving forward with my plan, what I'm trying to do in my life. You feel what I'm saying? I can't fuck with a female who can't let go.
Basically,
Cause that means it's toxic, and I'm already enough toxic. I can't do toxic relationships.
Not necessarily.
Basically, what he's saying, I think like, you know, you can tell when something has run its course.
Yeah.
You feel me? Some females or males or anybody you fucking with. I mean, they don't get it. They don't get the hint. They try to prolong it. The next thing you know, you're in a relationship that you didn't waste the time in. You feel me?
All right.
So my question is this: why not be the person to just say I'm done and leave? Why wait for them to get the hint? Because some people want to make relationships work, so where they say I'm gonna fight for it.
Because you know people crazy.
Just you leave, then you leave.
But you know people crazy though, like.
So you scared to leave, but
But
you don't.
Nah.
But you want them to leave, but they won't leave, and you scared to leave. So that means you about to be in a miserable relationship for 30 years because you was scared to leave because they crazy, but you really want them to leave, but they won't leave. No, I don't care how crazy you is.
But
I'm done. I'm leaving.
I feel like in the situation where you be like, okay, I tell you, I'm fucking with you. It's not like I don't want to stop talking to you or something.
You want to be friends?
You feel me? Like, I'm telling you what it's not gonna be. What's gonna be a waste of time, you not getting it. And you're trying to make it seem like it's a more of a hurt situation. And I'm just backstabbing you rather than saving your time. You feel me? Like, you got to be able to come to realization with reality. Period. Not every relationship gonna be forever. Sometimes a relationship is what it is at the moment. You feel me? It's not always gonna be, oh, you the person I'm with, you supposed to be the person I'm with forever. No, sometimes you gotta realize, you ain't good for me, I ain't good for you. And it ain't working. We could be friends though. I fuck with you. Little tank.
Call me if you want to go do lunch.
If you need a little appointment, let me know. I'll let you borrow some.
Right.
But yeah, and that shit irritating too.
Yeah.
Shit get on me on my nerves.
I mean, I had a point. I think we all had points where we just didn't know like when to give up, like in certain situations. Like I got a whole BM. I should have been gave everyone that, but me at the moment, not really knowing that much and not really having that much knowledge, you feel me? I was stuck in that situation within my own self, type shit. Some of us have to grow out that shit. You gotta grow out that shit. Fuck them. Move on.
I mean, can you see yourself being in another relationship? Well, bounce back. You was in a relationship. So, I don't know.
Honestly, from that, it made relationship experiences with every female a little hard. You feel me? Like, I fuck with you, but at the same time, I have a good heart. That just running our family.
Definitely.
But I'm an asshole at the same time. You know.
Me too.
So
Definitely.
it's like I'll give it a try, but
We don't know. It's gonna take a whole lot of prayer and fast.
exactly. You feel me? I might have my slip ups and do a little couple things you might not ever find out because it ain't.
So are you saying that it's hard for you to be faithful?
Yeah, it's hard for me to really understand or really come to grasp that somebody is really real enough to be like how I am. I'm fucking around, let you know. You feel me? If I'm doing what I'm doing, do what you do, and I'm letting you know this stuff. But people ain't like that. They'll let you mislead you on to different things and being bullshit. Even though when you know it's bullshit, you type shit and like
We still put up with the shit.
like, all right, boo.
Yeah,
Kiss
okay.
my ass with that shit.
All right, boo. You about to figure out who I am.
See, and then I come from a community. We're very different. Our experience is a little different.
Yeah.
I come from a community where I'm not gonna say it's hard to be in a relationship, but in Michigan, there's some holes in the South. There's some holes. That song was made for Detroit. Okay.
Right, Detroit, Michigan.
They don't want to do nothing but that.
Yeah.
It's very rare to find somebody in my
perspective on that, so
situation
yeah,
that want to be with somebody. Like most people just want to bump and go, like, or you know what I'm trying to say. But
and
it's
that right
so
there,
hard to find somebody that just want to be down.
You feel me? That right there is where, if you can do that, I respect you. Not only because you honoring some of my rules, but you have some, you know, what would I say, standard of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because if you're willing to waste your own time on life, and there's no amount of time that you know what you have on life, you feel me? You don't know if you're gonna wake up the next day. I'm willing to waste this time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, be real about it. But you feel me? I don't go too much time with the people that can't really be real with certain situations, because I'm gonna say everything I got to say. Because if you don't hear from me, I mean, I ain't have nothing to say at that time and point, or none of that. But I just don't like wasting my time, period, because it's like there's other stuff I've been doing.
If we upfront with each other, then let's be upfront with each other. If it's friends with benefits from the jump, then I would come in with a friends with benefit attitude. If it's just talking, I'm gonna come in with just talking for the attitude. If it's just texting, just dating, I'm gonna come in with the attitude. But don't
switch
up after we done had a plan.
Yeah.
So when you said we just gonna be friends with benefits and we get to know each other, or if we just getting to know each other, you shouldn't get mad that I'm talking to somebody else, because I'm still trying to get to know you. I didn't say you was the one. That don't mean I cut off everybody just for you. Now you do have people who do that, and you know that's not a bad thing either. I wouldn't say, but it has to be a mutual thing.
Yeah.
If you decide that you don't want to talk to nobody else because you're dealing with me, that's fine. But you can't make me do that. Like, it was people I was probably already dealing with before you. Now, if I get a connection with you and I decide, okay, I think it's gonna get serious, I'm feeling this person, and I cut off my other people, that's different. But you can't come in and say, oh, it's cool, we just gonna be friends and we gonna get to know each other. And then a month down the line, we still talking and getting to know each other.
Yeah.
You done call feelings, and then you checking me about who the fuck I'm texting or talking to. That's not how it works.
A lot of people have this fucked up, like, concept of a relationship for real. So, and
What is a relationship?
When I say that,
Because I don't know.
even far as marriage, you
Not
know,
right now.
Fuck a relationship.
even far as marriage,
Straight
I feel
rap.
like that's an advantage for you to grind with somebody, for you to grow, you know, branch off into your own things. Like, people do these things in these relationships with temporary situations and just to look good. But as far as a relationship, I feel like we supposed to be at the ground together. You feel me? Shine together, grow together, branch off into businesses and whatnot. Not just be together for 15 years, still in the same house, same community, same city, making the same money. You feel me?
But I also feel like marriage doesn't define
No, it don't define shit.
relationship.
Mm-mm.
I know people who have been together 30 years, never walked down the aisle, never cheated, got the same kids together, and never said I do. Sometimes when you jump that broom, it brings on extra stuff. Like I'm not gonna talk down on marriage but what is marriage?
You know what?
Is it a step of approval for folks in the world, and is it a religious thing that get us to approved by God? Because it's people who get married and break up, but it's people who, okay, I'll say this, it's people who've been together for 20 years, never got married, and been good. Got married after 20 years, and then broke up. Do marriage lock it down? I guess when you get married, it's kind of say you were not able to do anything.
Yeah.
And more so, dating is like a relationship. But I know people who dated for years and still didn't step out. So, and have the same, they had kids together. So I don't get it.
When it comes down to marriage, my perspective, in my opinion, basically, I understand why it's supposed to be the man proposing to a woman. Because marriage is basically a legal contract, So if something happened to me, my kids taken care of, my wife taken care of.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just without hassle. Any business that I got, family orientated, gonna be able to roll down into that type of situation. But marriage, I wouldn't say do that if you're not in that type of situation, Not because you've been together for 2-3 years. No.
I also feel like
marriage.
This is how I used to feel. I feel like marriage is something you do at an old age. Not an old age, but an older age. Meaning, this is how I felt.
I feel like that too.
I feel like marriage is something you do at like 40, 45. When you know, I'm about to retire. I want to spend my life with somebody. The rest of my life to live with someone. I've lived my life. But I feel like from being younger to like in your 30s, even in your 40s, I feel like you want to be free. You want to experience different things. Experiences is better to me single. You can travel. You don't have no kids. You can experience a lot of stuff. But I feel like marriage, to me, is better when you're older because I'm getting older. I can't move how I want to move. I just want to be with somebody laid up. You might not can't even get off. But it's just like, this is who I want to die with. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that.
That's the ultimate commitment to say, I'm going to die to you type situation.
That's how I feel about that.
Now,
would I get married young? Yeah, if I meet the right person.
And that's why these people fuck up. Yeah. They get married to people they don't want to die with, sleep with, wake up to.
Sometimes marriage is a cover up. They using marriage for a cover up nowadays. It's either pregnancy, it could be a home over your head, it could be money, it could be a lot of stuff people use marriage for. We done got out of the real meaning of love. Yeah. One time, and I talked to this person.
Not even only marriage though, relationship.
One time, this person I dated, who used to braid my hair, we dated for about 3 years. And I was like, I loved you. You know what they told me? They said, no, you didn't love me. You lust me. And sometimes we get love and lust mixed up.
Even more than love and lust. You might get love and lust.
You can lust the person thinking you love them, but you just lust. You just want to, you like the connection y'all have. That don't mean I like you and love you. I lust you. Because if I loved you, I don't want to do you dirty. And baby, cold stepping out.
I got a theory. Well, not a theory. People say this all the time, but I can love you all day. I love my brother. I love my cousin. You feel me? I love everybody. I can have love for you. But once a person take that extra step to say, in love, that's a whole different category and whole different set of emotions and consequences behind a lot of things. Because once you're in love,
And that's true, Nicholas.
because you might not be able to feel me, go a day without hearing from this person. You feel me? Not even feel normal type shit, but love, you can love anybody because love can be true. You can love somebody.
You can love somebody, but that don't mean you have to be in love with them. Nick, come check. I was saying come check the camera. We're gonna edit this out. But yeah, that is true.
Is it still going?
That's what we was telling you to come check. I mean, I was trying to hint to you. You gonna have to get a steak for it. Well, this getting edited out anyways. Anybody need intermission?
41 minutes.
Okay, we was going for an hour. All right.
That's good. We're gonna sum it up.
Yeah.
But we gotta finish off with a day and left off at tomorrow.
Yeah. Basically, though, I mean, you can tell the difference between love and in love, But some people have never been in love before. So you get them situations where they've never really been experienced as that type of love that you're handing off, It might be a different experience. It might be an experience that they can't handle at that moment in time, But being in love with somebody, I feel like it's the worst thing that can happen.
It can be a blessing and a curse because it can become deadly and toxic, very toxic.
Very toxic.
And have you driving past, sliding, chasing them down. Personally, I ain't gonna lie, I done went and knocked on the mama door, daddy door, anybody door that you done took me over the house of, where the fuck you at. But you live and you learn. And I, like you said earlier on, with experience becomes maturity and wisdom.
Yep.
Because now, they wanna go. I ain't chasing you down. Even if I'm in love with you, I might feel, hurt, but I'm not coming and doing nothing that's gonna mess me up in the long run. Cause baby, what they say, them tables always turn. Always turn. And then sometimes we talk that stuff, but we might accept you back. But what I'm saying is tables always turn. So it is gonna be an opportunity where you can be like, well, no, I'm good. Cause you'll get a cold-hearted motherfucker that don't give a fuck. And then when you do the shit and you leave or whatever and you hurt them, you could hurt somebody that really genuinely loves you.
Yep.
And you will never be able to get them back.
Yep.
Never.
And then you won't even notice the long run when
I'll treat you like a comic rat.
You feel me?
A whore. Like you all forward. Okay?
But I don't feel like I done had that person where I should have been right in that situation. But I fucked that up off of.
I feel like I met my soulmate at the age of 17. And I feel like we were supposed to be together now. We still keep in touch. And I feel like I messed it up, and I feel like that was the one. Do you feel like that about any of your exes?
Yeah, I got like, I feel like it's one specific one, It was really nothing that person was doing wrong.
It was me in my situation.
It was me caught up in my, experiences and not being able to acknowledge that people are different,
I was young. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with life. And I come from a different background of family. So it was a lot at the time. Like, being church oriented, then they was more street people. Not street like hood, but like worldly people. And it was just like I didn't know how to accept it, so I pushed it away. Like I said, we still cool to this day. We talk, but I feel like that was the one. And if you listen to this, you're gonna know who you are. But I feel like that was the one, and I feel like I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if I ever.
Have you had a situation where you was the one for somebody, but they was the one that was acting up? Somebody come back to you?
Come back?
Try to come back?
I mean, if I have situations where I've started talking back to people, yeah. But
I find myself in another situation.
I'm the type of person I can. Lord, I'm getting too deep on here. I feel like I can. I don't know. I'm savage sometimes. I'll be like, okay, we can work it out. Popping and blocking. But yeah, I do feel like that. But in that situation, I feel like it was my fault. You know, it was me. It was me.
Yeah, most definitely.
I wasn't ready to give what I was getting. I wasn't ready to give the type of love I was getting.
Yeah.
And people move on. You can't expect people to wait on you forever. You know, you got to take that into consideration. They have a heart too. They're not gonna keep waiting on you, and because it's almost like they begging. And then at that point, they feel like you ain't worth it.
You know, what do you do in situations where it's like that, like you can't maneuver around it, type shit, like.
Well, sometimes I feel like what's for you is for you. You might not be able to maneuver around it because that might just be the one. Even though y'all not together mentally or right now, like as an item, excuse me, that doesn't mean that they're still not the one. They're in your life for a reason.
You can always come back to that person. That's if you do keep in good terms with them.
It might be, this how I look at certain stuff too. You might be here. That person might be here. But it's the plan for y'all to be here. But eventually, you know, you might get to that level where you're like, okay, I'm ready. I don't know how long it'll last, but if they waiting, and if that's something you feel you can see yourself with, that's your future, then work towards it. Or it might be a situation where y'all will be best friends eventually. If they do decide to move on, y'all have a connection now. It's all about, see, this is the thing with me personally, not even me personally, just in general. Sometimes we jump into stuff without even building a friendship first, or a connection or a relationship. You can't just jump in a relationship without getting to know. I have to build a friendship with you first.
And even when
we have to be friends before we can be lovers.
Even
you
when
should
it comes
be
down to like sexual activities. Like I done been with females where it came down to, okay, we friends, then boom, that happened. Now you want to be with me. You can't even accept the person I am for real. You feel me? You can't even accept the way I move, accept the way I talk, accept the way I walk. You know, the way I think. But you just fell in love off the sexual encounter, and that's it. Now we got a fucked up ass relationship because we really don't have nothing in common, nothing to fuck with each other. I can stand you, you can't stand me, but we in this shit for the sex. And the certain situations like that, I mean, be dumbass situations for real. Learn how to take good dick or good pussy just for that.
And that's just to sum it up.
All right. Is we about to wrap it up? Wrap it up. So you better rewatch this video on YouTube at C-O, the THECEO. And you can find it on Facebook at Corey Deshawn. And we just want you to tune in. We'll be dropping another podcast this week. I don't know what we'll be talking about, but just tune in every week. We'll drop 1 or 2 podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. All right. Until next time.